Welcome back to Rat Rod Bob's School of Rat Rodology, a little shop where dreams come true. Hey, Rat Rod Bob Bills, remember the name? Because we got game. Hey guys, look what I done went and done. Hey, I think this might work. I got my pie crust cheater slicks. So if you order from Towel City, that's probably what they'll look like when you get them right there. Nice and wrapped up. Yeah. Hey guys, doing some more work on the 34 Coupe, getting the engine lined up in place, up and down, back and forth, getting the body back and forth, lined up and down, hood, grill shell, got the back tire wheels sitting up there where they're supposed to be at. Hey, it looks great, don't it? It's almost like a hot rod already. So, hey, stay tuned. Check out what I'm doing here. It's gonna be great. You don't wanna miss it. You just don't. So I got some of my stuff from the monster truck event put on the wall. Black Stallion flag, War Wizard event banner, flag signed by drivers, Cool Bus parts, Alto banner, shift your thinking. I don't know if you guys remember or not, but a little while back, Anthony and Julie Bronner stopped by and they brought hookers and blow. You guys remember that. Anyway, so Anthony on his channel, Hardcore Fab, had a giveaway of that Rat Rod banner. I mean, a good heavy duty built banner too, nice. And Shane Thompson won it. And he told Anthony, he said, I think it'll look better in Rat Rod Bob's School of Rat Rodology, and a little shop where dreams come true. So send it to Rat Rod Bob. And so Anthony sent it to me, and there it is right there. Appreciate it, Shane. Appreciate it, Anthony. Hookers and blow. Hey, this is Anthony and Julie from Hardcore Fab.
How's it going?
I don't know if you watch your channel or not, but you need to. I mean, this is just one of his many great creations. Nice. I'm gonna put a link or a video in the description to his channel so you can check him out. Yeah, and tell him Rat Rod Bob sent you so he'll know. What's up, Julie?
Howdy, Red.
Appreciate you, Anthony, and appreciate you, Shane Thompson, for passing it on to me. Hey, it looks great, my shop, don't it? Yeah, School of Rat Rodology. Yeah, that brightened up the shop a little bit, made it give us some more stuff to look at, so there's that. And I want to thank Michael Vatters for inviting me to Monster Trucks Unleashed and turning me on to all the fiberglass stuff, gaskets, I mean, all kind of stuff. Watch the last video if you didn't see it, but he sent me a whole bunch of stuff for this 34 Coupe build, so appreciate it, Michael. You just don't know how much. And also thanks Allison for giving me a VIP pass, backstage pass to that event. It was definitely amazing. I really do appreciate that too. So AlloyWorks sent me a radiator for the hot rod. Yeah, aluminum radiator. I think it's got a fan and all. I'm not gonna use a fan. I'm gonna use a manual fan, but the one without the fan, out of stock, so they sent me one with a fan. Hey, I could take it off, no problem. But I'm gonna open it up and see what it looks like. See if I can get it out of here. Right there. Lay down, box. Let's see, this particular one, it's got a 16-inch fan. The core size is 20 by 17. Set up for Ford engine, or you can get them for Chevrolet, either one. It's got the brass petcock drain. Got the automatic transmission cooler. Got the wiring, it's supposed to be relay stuff, wiring for the fan, and switch, sensor, right there, relay, wiring. But I'm gonna use the manual fan. I'm planning on using a manual fan, and so I'm gonna take the electric fan off, and we'll see what happens. On this one, Total height, 25, maybe 26 inches, 17 by 20 core size. Is a 4-core radiator, so it should keep that 429 cool. We're gonna find out. So yeah, I'm gonna take the shroud. I'm gonna build a new shroud. If I use a manual fan, I'm gonna build a different shroud, but so I'm gonna take this off, the shroud and the fan off, and see if it's gonna work for me. Yeah, AlloyWorks. I believe a link in the description. You can go check out AlloyWorks. They got radiators for all kind of stuff, hot rods. I mean, if you got a car, muscle car or whatever, you need a radiator, even late model stuff, they probably got one for you. AlloyWorks. Appreciate it, AlloyWorks. Yep. Let's get a close-up look at the construction of this radiator. Yeah. It's all TIG welded, of course. Comes with a nice cap too. I think it's CNC cap. I don't know, it's a good cap, good radiator cap for sure. Yeah, this thing looks good. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Yeah, AlloyWorks has already sent me 4 radiators. Sent one for the 66 spare lane, which I hadn't used yet because I hadn't built it yet. Sent me one for the junkyard dog, 454, dual fan, bolts right in the dog, square body, exactly where the stock one bolted up. Everything fits perfect. Keeps that 454 cool as a cucumber. Great radiator. It sent me one for the 1930 Model A Coupe I just built, the Dirty John. And you see we had to modify the bottom neck, and we JB welded it, which don't work. First time we cranked it, it blowed that, so that don't work. I brought it to a professional aluminum welder, and they welded that bottom neck on an angle for me exactly like I wanted it, so it'd fit better. Appreciate it, AlloyWorks. I'm gonna leave a link in the description. They got lots of radiators and transmission coolers and overflow tank. They got all kind of stuff. So if you got a classic car, old car, truck, or even newer models, and you need a radiator, check them out. Man, I hope this thing fits. Hope it ain't too tall. I'm gonna find out a little bit. I'm gonna be taking the electric fan, the shroud off, because I want to run a manual fan. I'm going to build a shroud for it. Well, I'm gonna run the manual fan. Well, it's gonna be a clutch fan. And the reason why is because it's all fiberglass, front, hood, sides, everything. And that 429 is gonna be making a lot of heat. And I want a fan that's gonna keep that heat, blow that heat out of the engine bay. I'm gonna put some vents on the side panels so that heat can get out of there. So that's the reason I'm going with the clutch fan instead of this electric fan. But I'm sure this electric fan will work fine. So yeah, that's why we're doing that. Yeah, I gotta get this thing stuck in there in place and see if it's gonna work. I think it will, but we're gonna find out. Get this fan shroud off of here. Simple as that. Oh yeah, I got my grill shell too, all the way from England. 3 weeks, took 3 weeks to get it. So they sell these on eBay if you want one, so there's that. Get my tape together hood off of there for a minute. Just this radiator there. See if I can't clamp it in place some kind of way. So I got the radiator sitting in position. I just got a couple clamps, one on each side. Clamp it down in place where it goes. Well, it ain't perfect right spot, but it's close enough. See if the hood fits now. Just got it taped together, hope it don't fall apart while I do this. What's that look like? I'm about to put this outer door skin on so I have this body line to go by to make sure that hood is right this way, because you know I don't want that to be off, because that'd definitely screw up the whole car. So I got the door cut for the other side. I can just tape it on. This side I don't have cut yet. So I'm just gonna cut it and tape it on, and we can see what the body line looks like. So I got the pan stuck on it. Actually, I can move the engine forward about 1 inch. So I'm gonna do that, not right now, but, and then if I put the grill shell up here, where it goes, actually the whole body could go back probably 3 inches or so. So the engine come forward 1 inch and the body go back 2-3 inches. That'll give me a lot more room on the firewall inside, so that's what we wanted. Yep, grill shell, something like that right there. So this could go back, the whole body could go back, and we still got plenty of room. It's gonna be great. Yeah, you see I can come forward about 1 inch, 1/2 inch, but the fan is not even bolted all the way back yet, so when I get it bolted on, I'm gonna bolt it on and make sure I get it perfect. I can move the engine forward a little bit. I'm also gonna have to jack it up a little bit, because if you notice where the cooling line comes out for the radiator is like really close. So the engine needs to come up a little bit to give me a little more clearance between the fan and those cooling lines. I feel better with it up a little bit. I mean, we got plenty of room under there anyway, so I'm not gonna put a tall breather. It's gonna be a low profile breather on it, so we can come up a little bit. Yeah, you see how much that's gonna help. Move the engine forward 1 inch and move the body back 2-3 inches. That'll give me a lot more leg room. Well, it's got enough leg room already, but it'll give me a lot more. It'll move that firewall forward. As looking at it here, it'll be a little bit further forward by moving the body back. So that's what we're gonna do. Gonna move the body back until this fits good up here. That's what I want. The engine, I'm gonna jack the car up, put a block under the engine and let it down so the engine will be sitting on its own, and put the casters under there where the blocks are, and I can roll the chassis back with the engine staying where it's at, so I could, in other words, I'd be moving the engine forward a little bit. So I got to get the engine just exactly where I need it so I can make some temporary motor mounts so we can leave it hanging in there and build the car around it. That's what we need to do. So Tesmen sent me this wire stripper to check out. Multifunction wire stripper. It's got a nice user manual. You got adjustment. You got this guide for the depth, for the length of strip you want on the wire. You adjust it right there. Got wire cutter, sharp wire cutter too right there. Got a crimper right there for if you got it insulated. If you got one of these that got the insulation on it, you put it right there, crimp. And this is a 10, 12 gauge, 14, 18 gauge, 18, 25 gauge. So you got different crimpers right there. So, let's see, I got it adjusted. This is 10 gauge. This is probably about max right there. It's 10 gauge wire. I'm gonna cut it about right there. Strips it right off, ever how long you want it. Put the right there. Get the wire in it. Perfect. Yep. Does it good. Now you just put your heat shrink on it. Cut me a couple pieces of heat shrink right there. Cut a bigger one too. Do it right. Put the little one on first. Run it up there. Torch. Shrink it down a little bit. Let it cool off a second. Put the bigger one on. Go all the way up to right there with it. Something like that. There you go. Right there. Crimp, strip, cut, the whole 9 yards right there. Yeah, check them out. Tesmen. Okay, time to mount these bad boys. That's Towel City tire, pie crust cheater slicks. That's the 9-inch, and that's the 8.5-inch wide wheels. American Racing Torq thrust D's. Yeah. Yep, gotta get them mounted now. Yep. Those Thunderbird tire wheel don't look too bad, but yeah, those pie crust cheater slicks and Torq thrust D's are gonna look a lot better. Yep. We'll find out in a minute. Yeah, that's a noticeable improvement. Pie Crust cheater slicks, Torq thrust Ds. Yep. Gas wheels on the front. It's gonna be great. I want my rear tires kind of tucked under the fender well a little bit like that. I don't want it sticking way out. I don't think it'll look good sticking out. I think it looks good about right there. Yep. That works for me. By the way, Larry, if you're watching, that's 55.5 inches between the wheel face. In other words, my rear end needs to be 55.5, 56 tops. So there's that. I had to make one, I had to cut one. Now I need to cut this passenger side door and tape it on and check that body line to see if that front hood needs to go up or down or what to keep that body line right. So I gotta do that now. By the way, I want to do a shout out to Trey Myers in Brunswick, Maryland. He's Michael Vader's fiberglass guy that made me that 4x8 sheet fiberglass and turned me on to the resin and cloth and all the stuff to do fiberglass work with. Trey Myers. So if any of you guys in Maryland, Brunswick area, and you meet up with Trey Myers, tell him Rat Rod Bob said hello, I'd appreciate it. Got my door cut, skill saw, peel me off a few pieces of tape, try to get it taped on there. Just the outer door skin is all I got there. This tape is old, kind of hard to peel off. By the way, if you got some old tape that's kind of hard to peel off, you can leave it out in the sun for a while or throw it in the microwave for about 5 to 10 seconds and it'll work a lot better, just so you know. I didn't have no microwave in the shop, so I just throwed it out in the sun for a little bit. See if that's gonna work. See what we got. Close enough. Close enough. Close enough for a rat rod. Hey, this is a truly redneck engineering right here. Get her done. I got some tomato twine, I got this from the asphalt crew when I worked road construction. They use this to lay alongside. They lay it out there for the paving machine to follow that string to keep a straight line on the side of the road. So, but tomato twine, actually what it is. See, I'm just gonna tape it like right there. Then I'm gonna stretch it out. Line it up right there, see what we got. Oh, it's close. That hood needs to come down 1/2 inch in the front. I would say 1/2, 3/4 inch, something like that. See if I can get it better. I don't have it dead center back here. Yeah, that's better. Get a more precise look at it. Get down here in my design chair. Get like dead center of that. Actually, I didn't need a door. I could have. So the back of the hood needs to come up 1/2 inch. I see that already. and the front needs to come about a 1/2 inch. So that means the radiator is too tall, so let's see what we got to do to fix that. We get this grill shell out of the way so we can see. Yeah, you see the hood sitting all the way down on the radiator, so that means the radiator got to go down a little bit. But if you look at the bottom, right there, you can see what's going on. What I'm going to do, I'm going to notch into this cross member a little bit and knock it and bend it down, and then weld it back up, plate it, weld it back up, make a pocket. Make a pocket right there so that radiator will go down probably about 1 inch. I get it down about 1 inch to make sure we got enough. Maybe 1.25 inches, I don't know. But whatever, anyway, I'm going to have to do that. I better notch that cross member and rebuild it where the notch is at and get that radiator down a little bit. And still be, you can see the leaf spring is going to hit the side of the frame before it comes up that far, so I can go down a good bit. I can go down a good bit right there and still clear the spring, and just modify the cross member. Basically, what I got to do. It's going to be great. And also, I can come up with the body. If you look how it's sitting there, you can see. There, it's about level with the top of the frame. Up in the front is a little low, 3/4 inch low, matter of fact. So when I raise the body up to match that, that's going to help too. So if I drop the radiator down a little bit, notch that cross member, and then raise this front of the body up a little bit, we'll have that problem solved with the body line. Yeah. Yeah, we got it. Well, we ain't got it, but we're going to get it. We're getting it, we just ain't got it yet. Yeah, that radiator is not dead center anyway. But I'm gonna make it dead center, I'm gonna fix it. I ain't gonna fix it in this video, but that's what's gonna happen. We're gonna notch that cross member, drop the radiator down a little bit, raise the front of the body up a little bit, then we'll have our body line, and the hood won't be touching the radiator. Hopefully there'll be a little gap between the hood and radiator, so I put a piece of rubber or something in there for a cushion. We'll see what happens. You can see my door skin. Got too big of a gap in the back. Well, I might could go back a little bit. Nah, not right there at the body line. That's about the right gap there. I'm at to massage it on the bottom there a little bit. So I'm at to lengthen the door skin a little bit. That means the inner door's got to be lengthened too. So yeah, doors, that's gonna be my biggest challenge, is making the doors fit. But we gotta get the body mounted to the frame, but before we do that, I gotta get the engine exactly where I want it, and build some motor mounts so I can bolt it in, transmission mount, and all that good stuff, and then get the body exactly where it needs to go, and start building the inside frame and structure. You know, it's got to have frame here on the inside for the door hinges. Got to have frame in here for the door latch. Since it's a fiberglass car, I like to come all the way up with this frame, make a roll bar all the way up, all the way down the other side. To give it a roll bar, just in case. Lord help we ever roll it, but if we do, it'd be nice to have a roll bar. I mean, even if it's not NHRA approved, it'll help. Anything will help better than fiberglass. So I'm probably gonna do that, try to build a roll bar in there along with the structure. And you know, I build structure for the door latch at the front, and you know, it's got to have framing for the dash and cowl, all that stuff. Also, the rear hinges, and there's got that framing around the back for the trunk hinges, trunk lid hinges, and yeah, it's got to have a lot of stuff done in there. So we're going to be doing some welding on the fiberglass hot rod, guys. So what do you think? It's kind of rough. Think we ought to build a rat rod out of it or a hot rod? I mean, a rat rod, we can kind of just, we don't have to worry about making it completely slick. We can leave some chip fiberglass chips in it and whatever, and just like maybe paint it flat black, rub a little silver over it to show the scars or something. I don't know, make it look kind of like bare metal even though it's fiberglass. I don't know what we're gonna do yet. We're gonna do something. We might make it slick, and paint it a really glossy blue, fire engine red, something, I don't know. We ain't got there yet, but we're gonna build the car, and then we're gonna see, let the car tell us what it wants, I guess. So there's that. Man, that tire wheel looks a lot better than that old Thunderbird tire wheel. Hey, but it's too high. When I get it to ride height, it's gonna be about 2 inches lower than that when I put the weight on it. Matter of fact, the front too, there's no weight on it. When that put the weight of the engine on it, it's gonna go down about 2 inches in the front. We're gonna get it down about 2 more inches in back at ride height. I'm gonna put some bumpers on the rear end so the tire won't come up and hit that. If it bottoms out, I got some rubber bumpers I'm gonna put on it so the tire won't hit that. So yeah, you look forward to that. It might be a couple months before I get there, but I'm gonna do it. That's what I'm gonna do. Grill shell. Kind of undecided about that. Let me show you what I got. I'm gonna put it back on. Kind of sort of put it back on. It don't really fit the hood too good anyway. I'm gonna modify all that. You see what I'm talking about? If I make this grill shell fit that hood, it's gonna angle back a good bit. I mean, I know that ain't right. So I'm about to modify, I'm about to do some work. Of course, it's fiberglass, shouldn't be no problem to make that fit. And so the grill shell, I think that's probably about the stock angle, something like that. But I mean, I see the custom roadsters with this here laying way back like that on those custom roadsters. Looks pretty cool, but I think it'd look better if it matched that same angle as that, front of the door, and that side panel, the angle on that side panel. I think it'd be better, like about right there, something like that. What do you think? You guys leave me a comment. Let me know what you would do. Of course, you know me, I'm gonna do what I want to do anyway, but I still like to know what you think about it. But I'm thinking angle it, same angle as that. Something like that. Yeah, that's gonna look cool. I gotta build a grill for this too. That's gonna be a job. That's gonna be some tedious work there. Cause I mean, grill just costs too much money. I ain't spending no $1,000 for a grill, whatever it costs. I hadn't found a cheap one. So I'm probably gonna build one. I'm gonna try my luck at building a nice cool one, and we're gonna see how that goes. I mean, I could make one out of number 9 wire like I always do, but I may try something different or number 9 wire. I don't know yet, but I gotta build a grill for sure. All this has gotta be metal frame, strengthen all the hood up. It's got a lot of metal framing left to go in this car, so we're gonna be able to do a lot of metal work and cutting and grinding and welding. So don't be so disappointed because it's a fiberglass car. You're gonna still see sparks flying. I promise you. It's gonna be great. Hey guys, if it wasn't for this, we could almost go for a ride at it, but it's kind of wobbly right now. Needs a couple braces on it. Those 4x4 wooden motor mounts probably won't hold up too good either, so there's that. Yeah, I've been looking at a lot of pictures on the internet, 34 Ford Coupes. I like the salt flats racer style. I mean, bare metal, like this one. Also, Billy Gibbons' car, this one. Hey, I know you guys seen Billy Gibbons' music video, Gotta Get Paid. He's in the salt flats with that 34 Coupe rat rod, I call it. We got these 3 hot chicks and rat rods chase him in the salt flats. Man, I love that car. But hey, A nice slick painted car looks good too. I don't know, so I got options, but I kind of like the bare metal look actually. So yeah, you guys leave me some comments to help me out. Tell me what you think, what I need to do, not do. Hey, I got the best subscribers on YouTube. Ain't no two ways about it. And if you want to be one, subscriptions are free all week. We're gonna do something even if it's wrong, and it's gonna be great. Hey, I think this might work. So guys, stay tuned for the next video, because you see what we got going on here. It's gonna be great. You don't wanna miss it. You just don't. Hey, that's a lot of work. I think I'm gonna take the rest of the day off and pay. I appreciate you. See you next time.